Alright, so day 3. Just set off from the campsite now. It's a pretty decent campsite. Snuck on when the reception was closed. Went out for the evening, went to a pub, had a nice meal, snuck back on when it was quiet, so I'm leaving pretty early now. I'm pretty sure there's like a rule that says, you know, they have to accommodate hikers, so pretty sure it was better doing that than, you know, not having anywhere to sleep at all. Plus I needed a shower, so yeah, got myself a nice shower. Today's a lot cooler, so I'm hoping it'll be a bit easier today as long as I get some food in me and still drink plenty of water. I should be alright. It started to rain a little bit, but you know, after yesterday it's kind of a welcome change, and I love that kind of smell in the air as well that you get when it rains right on the lost. Yeah, so hopefully get to Lamfestiniog pretty easily, and then yeah, it should be a slightly shorter day. And there's like one massive climb though. Anyway, gonna get going and make some mileage. See you in a bit. That'd be better sleeping in here. Come on. Stick my mat down there. Nice and comfy. Windows. Beauty. I don't want to speak too soon, but it's amazing what a decent night's sleep and food and a shower can do for you after a day like that. Yesterday, it was just, I can't tell you how like hot and sweaty it was. It was pretty hot and sweaty, and there's quite a lot of climbing on that walk yesterday. There's a lot of climbing today, but in this kind of weather where it's like nice and cool, it'll be a lot easier to deal with, I think. As long as my feet don't start rubbing, I should be alright. Alright, it looks like I was up too early for breakfast in town, but I managed to sort out number 1 task for the day, which is find a toilet. That's always a good start to the day when you can get that out of the way. Yeah, Beddgelert. Absolutely stunning here. It would have been nice to have some lunch here, but got things to do, places to go, people to see. And a little bit further up here is Gelert's grave. Now the story of Gelert's grave is a really sad one, so I'll tell it you when I get there. So I don't do a lot of history on this channel, but the story of Beddgelert is one that's kind of stuck with me for a while, ever since I was a kid. I just remember this area and I remember the story. So basically, there was like a guy that ruled this area, owned the manor here before it was a town. And he had this dog that was super faithful, absolutely loved him to bits, would do anything for him. And one day the owner goes out of the manor hunting or something, and when he returns he finds that the dog's missing. Doesn't know where the dog is, so he quickly runs to his son's room, finds that his son's missing, and starts freaking out. Eventually the dog turns up covered in blood, absolutely caked in it. So the lord of the area assumes that the dog has done something to his kid, ends up killing Beddgelert, and then he goes scouring the area looking for his son's remains, finds his son alive and well, and next to the son is the body of the wolf of the area, the mighty wolf. So basically the story is, yeah, he assumed that the dog killed his baby, where he was actually defending him, and ended up killing the wolf who took the baby. So it's a really sad story. So basically the grave was put up to remember the dog, and the town was named after him. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad story, but it's one that's kind of stuck with me for years. I always remember it, and I always remember this little spot as well. Check it out if you come. I'll have filmed the actual story if you want to read it better, because my version of it's a bit daft. Anyway, I'm going to get going on the trail now. Thanks. Good lad, you rest easy, eh? This stretch of river is a wild swimmer's paradise. It's crystal clear, pretty deep in parts. Just wish it weren't raining. I'm saying that, we'll see, but it is raining. I'm already wet, I guess, but it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning, so crystal clear, it's beautiful. How could I not? How could I not? Yeah, I just had to. It's way too nice at this spot. This spot's beautiful. I had to go for a dip. I had to. It's not even cold. It's nice. Yeah, nice refreshing. Hopefully it'll do my feet some good. And it's a crazy, crazy beautiful spot. Looks like I got a bit of a heinous climb coming up. Looks pretty steep on the profile, so, but I think that's the only up for the day, so that's kind of good. Wringing wet right now, not from the rain. There was a full slug up there. Got one more big up, I think. Everything doesn't really make sense on the profiles. I'm getting confused. Thought that was the big up, but I've got another big up. It's yeah, it is what it is. Some girl said there was a cafe open, but it wasn't open when I got here, so she felt bad. She gave me a Capri Sun, so I'm taking that. Just ran off into the distance. Mad them free runners. Anyway, thanks for that if you watch. Well, I made it to the top of the big climb today. The first bit was dead easy. It was a gradual climb, but like this last bit was a bit steep, reminded me a bit of Stake Pass. But I'm over it now. Looks like it's a pretty steep descent down and then all the way down to Beddgelert. That took longer than I thought it would, to be honest. I thought I'd be done like half an hour quicker than I have done, but it's done now. It's done now. Very sweaty today. I thought it was going to be cooler and rainier today, but I think it's pretty humid. There's a nice breeze up here though. So I was just treated to a merry little tour around Beddgelert. It's it's an interesting place. It's not a lot there, to be honest. The little train station was there, and there was a little steam train there at the time, so that was good. Stopped in at a pub. They let me charge my phone, so that's all right. But today's a slow day. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm going really slow today. Like, I've not even made it to where I'm supposed to yet, and it's only supposed to be like 13 miles away or something. It wasn't even supposed to be a long day today. Tomorrow's a long day. So I don't know if to push on past there. It's like a little place where I could possibly wild camp. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm just gonna hike till 7 and see where it gets me. Hike till 7, see where it gets me. Hopefully get a early night tonight. Have you noticed I've stopped doing the walking past shots? I might throw some out tomorrow morning, but woohoo! Can they do it, mate? Can they do it? Anyone else see a wealth dragon? Just me. There are some absolutely gorgeous places to swim here. I'm tempted, I'm so tempted. Alright, so every trail walker's nightmare is starting to go dark, and I've not found a camping spot yet. I'm sure there'll be a few further down this trail, but looks like it's going into some woodland, which might be good for stealthing, but I might have to break out the head torch if not. I'll just try and make a dinner tomorrow, because it's supposed to be a heavy day tomorrow. It's supposed to be the hardest day tomorrow. I didn't realise this. I think it's like 16 miles with 3,000 3,200 foot of elevation. It's pretty heavy. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is our horror movie start. I'm in some spooky ass woods. I found a decent pitch, I think. I just need to be out of here before joggers come in the morning or something like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm so tired. Morning guys, day 4. So I camped to this beautiful waterfall valley last night, just in them woods just behind me. It's a pretty decent sleep. I was up and down all night though. Yeah, my eyes are really tired this morning. Hello there. Hello. You're not gonna bite my knob, are you? The route says this way, so I guess we go this way, but bushwalking. And so we come to the moor section. Wow. Whew. There's going to be a lot more of that shit. Alright, we got a vicious climb coming up now, all the way snaking up there. But I think once we're up there, I think it's all pretty much down to Bethesda, hopefully. Just stop for a break. That last section was pretty hard going. It was super boggy everywhere. I'm glad I wore my big boots because I just stomped right through it all, but I imagine that being horrendous in winter or when it's been raining. Anyway, I'm just having a bit of chicken pasta, a bit of hot food, get me up that hill, and then I don't know, still a hell of a long way, but I've been going for about 4 hours or something like that, so yeah, I think I deserve a break. Anyway, I'll eat my food and then I'll get back to the walking, eh? Right, been up over the top of that pass, walked through some nice little slate villagey thing, and now I'm on a cruisy, nice and cool fire road. I don't know how long it'll last, but right now I'm quite enjoying it. Nice and flat, not boggy, good surface. Hopefully get some good miles in before it turns to shit again. we'll see. Come out to a village soon. I really hope they do like really cheap soda, like a cherry aid or something like that, something really obscure and weird, or an iron brew knockoff. How red is my face? Wow. Anyway, yeah, I'll keep going. Looks pretty easy into there, and then after that it's a pretty easy route into Beddgelert as well. Okay guys, I'm at the hostel, I'm ready to go, last day. Trying not to make some noise because there's still people asleep, but yeah, last day. I've got to admit, I didn't feel like getting up this morning. I wanted a few extra hours in bed, but yeah, let's get on the road and start doing this. One more section, 17 miles, nearly done. Okay, so the last day today. I gotta be honest, after that yesterday, I wasn't sure I was gonna make it, but a decent bed, a really massive burger, and a couple of beers has sorted me right out. I'm feeling pretty fresh. I probably won't after about 10 miles, and it's a 17-mile trip today, but apparently it's one of the easier ones. If you just get past the first 2 hours, apparently it's just a flat stomp all the way to Bethesda. So yeah, I think I've got it in the bag, hopefully, even though last night I wasn't so sure. I think doing this in 5 days is like the challenging way, to be honest. I think you're supposed to really do about 6 or 7 days. I think that'd be a lot more comfortable, a little less rushing around, less early starts, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Let's see what today has to offer, and I'll show you some more beautiful sights from North Wales. Thank you. Cheers. So this river on the left of me now, got very fond memories of this river. I remember when I was younger, me and my dad come down here while my sister and my mum were in town shopping, and found like the best plunge pool. Went for a swim. It was a baking hot day. I think that's what sparked my love for wild swimming. The walk as well to it is absolutely stunning. Big tall trees, beautiful woodland, kind of reminds me of Rotorua. I think it's one of the most stunning like riverside walks in the world, really. It's so beautiful, and you can hear the birds. It's so peaceful. Yeah, it's a nice way to start the day. You never regret a swim. What a beautiful spot to swim as well. Crystal clear. I couldn't help myself. Just too tempting. It's not particularly warm today, but beautiful. Nice cold water. Really good for your feet and everything. Right. Let's get some miles in. Now just behind me is Swallow Falls, like on the other side of the river. You can pay to go and see it, but if you put the effort in and walk down, you can see it for free. So, top tip there. I have paid to see it actually last time I was here, but I did do Trafan before and I didn't fancy doing any more walking, so no, Trafan Horseshoe even. I didn't fancy doing any more walking, so I think that's fair enough. I've just stomped away for a good 20 minutes in the wrong direction. Absolutely livid. At least it's downhill, but I've got to go down to go back up. Anyway, I guess I won't be getting breakfast for 10 then. Damn. So it looks like it just follows this military road for a good 10 miles pretty much, which I'm okay with, although there's a lot of paths like this on the West Highland Way and they do ache your feet after a while. Like, you won't get fatigued, but your feet will start aching. So it's going to take me time. Try and get to the car for about 7. That means finishing the walk about 6:30 or something. Should be alright. I'm a pretty fast walker, so we'll get there. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that one just there behind me is Trafan. If you've not seen my video where I hike up Trafan, it's a pretty good one. I nearly get caught out by the dark. And Trafan's one of my favourite hikes. The scramble up is so much fun, and the horseshoe, like, you just get so many good views. So I'm expecting the next bit of this hike to be pretty beautiful. But yeah, I hope to do Trafan again before the summer's out, but I'll probably need my feet to heal up a little bit before then. Anyway, it's all going to plan. Keep rocking on. So I thought I'd reflect on the journey as I'm leaving the mountains and heading into Bethesda. I must be on the last 5 miles now of the trip. Just been a great adventure basically. It's not an easy hike to do in 5 days. I was stretched to my limit, to be fair. I think if you take 6 or 7 days, it'll be a lot more of a, not enjoyable, but yeah, a lot more pleasant, a lot more of a pleasant trip. You won't feel as rushed. But like I say, I wanted a bit of a challenge, and I definitely got a challenge. I think it was 83 miles with 14,000 foot of elevation in 5 days, which is pretty hard going. It's something I've never done before anyway. And the scenery on this trip and the variety of scenery is just amazing. 1 minute you're like wild swimming down by beautiful rivers, wild swimming in beautiful lakes, walking by beautiful lakes, tramping through bogs, struggling through heather and ferns. And even though that's like really sucky, when you're actually doing it, it adds to the adventure. Up over mountain passes like the one I've been over now. Just amazing scenery, the variety, the history of all the slate industry as well. Walking across little train tracks and stuff like that. It's just been a really exciting journey. There's always been something to see and do. And the amenities, even though they're like few and far between, all the food was good. The campsites, that was probably the thing that I had the most problem with. On the Cumbria Way, you could just walk into a campsite. I preferred the 2 nights wild camping that I did, but when I did want a campsite, it was hard to get on. They were fully booked, even though I stayed there anyway. But yeah, in terms of amenities, if you're not into the wild camping, make sure you book on your campsites, especially in summer. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this walk. About 5 miles to go, and then I'll get the bus back to the car, and then I'm in work tomorrow. Boo. So I'm back at the start where I started 5 days ago. It's been an excellent adventure, really enjoyed it. If you like videos like this, like and subscribe. I do post pretty often when I can, and usually there's something pretty epic like this as well. So keep watching, and check out my other videos like the West Highland Way or the Cumbria Way one as well. Yeah, catch you in the next one, guys.